Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we're going to dive into my most recent Colourpop purchase. I did buy some of the holiday collection from them. So I got some of their lippies, I got a highlighter, and I got the eyeshadow palette, which I'm super excited about. So one thing that I do think is really kind of pretty and unique about Colourpop's holiday palette, or holiday collection rather, is that they're not doing the typical kind of Christmas colors, which I appreciate. So it comes in white packaging, which I will be honest, white packaging not my favorite for makeup, but it is very pretty. So this is called All I See Is Magic. And it's in this kind of white cardboard box, which is typical for Colourpop. And then it's also got kind of this mint green packaging as well, which I think is really very pretty, and then gold detailing. It has all of the shadow names listed on the back, which I love. It is in kind of a reverse order, so you have to be a little bit careful. Sorry, try not to blind the heck out of you with that reflectiveness. But it's sturdy, it's very typical of Colourpop packaging. And then for the highlighter, it actually comes in a mint green plastic compact, which I think is so super stunning. And it's got little snowflakes all over it, either snowflakes or stars, depending on how you kind of want to see it. It's really pretty. And then the lippies themselves, they have holiday packaging as well. So it's got the gold cap, and then it's got gold detailing all over it, those same kind of speckles that you see all over the other packaging. So all in all, it's really pretty, and very much on par with what you see from Colourpop, which they are coming out with so much stuff, like I can't even keep up. But I've really enjoyed this palette. I did my eyes and my face with these products today. Let me go ahead and give you some of the swatches from the eyeshadow palette, and then we will jump into this eye look. Alrighty, so we're going to start with this first row right here. So this color here is called Go Wish. Then you have Now and Zen. You have in the center here 1111. Treat Yourself, which you really can't see very well. And then on the end we have Top Notch. So the only one, all of these are just single pass swipes as far as these swatches go. They are harder to see because these are the lighter colors that are in the palette here. So for instance, you have this shade here. It's kind of a more of a transition shade. This color right here called Now and Zen. This is got a gold shift to it. It's very pretty. And then you have 1111, which is also one of the metallics in this palette. And then here, this one is Treat Yourself. This is just kind of a better shade. This is actually the cream color that I used to set my whole lid. And then here finally on the end you've got Top Notch, which is kind of a warm matte brown. Alright, and then we have this middle row right here, and I'm not gonna lie, this middle row is where it's at. So starting here on the end here, we have this gorgeous vibrant color here. This is called Tinseltown. This is a matte sort of eggplant color. It is gorgeous. Next to that we have Twinkle Toes, which is kind of a dirty bronze color. It is awesome. Something Special is here in the middle, and this is going to be a very metallic reflective plum color. Wishful Thinking is amazing. It's got kind of a dual chrome kind of quality to it. It's kind of brown, it's kind of blue, it's kind of purple. It's what I've got all over my lids. It is amazing. It is so good. And then here on the end we have Pitter Patter, and this is also one of the metallics in the palette. It is kind of a orangey rusty color. It all of these are so pretty and they perform so well. I'm very happy with these. Alright, and then the final row down here on the bottom, it swatches less impressively, I'll be honest with you, but it performs really beautifully on the eyes. So here we have Save It for Later. This is a metallic copper. We have Big Spoon, which is just kind of a soft, kind of dusty pink color. We have Teacup here in the center. This is a dusty mauve. We have Imperial, which is this kind of bright orangey color. And then on the end, we have Never Never. Alright, so I've already primed my lids with my Smashbox 24-Hour Eyeshadow Primer. And I'm going to go ahead and set that down with this cream color that's right here in the palette. Alright, now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and take this middle shade right here on the bottom row called Teacup, and I'm going to run that all the way through my crease. Alright, now that we have the crease build up to the intensity that I like, I'm going to go into the outer third with this deeper plum shade right here. Alright, now that we have that intensity built up, we're going to go back in with the same crease brush that we were using, as well as the same teacup color right here, and we're just going to add a little bit more to the crease and make sure to diffuse those edges from that brighter shade, which I forgot to tell you, this shade here is called Tinseltown. Alright, and then finally for the color I've been most excited to dip into, I'm going to take this shade right here called Wishful Winking, and I'm going to go ahead and put that all over the remaining blank space in the lid. Alright, that went on beautifully. I am going to take a little bit more of this shade right here, this Tinseltown, and I'm going to go ahead and just pat it again on that outer third, just to make sure that any of that color that we lost, we can go ahead and blend in nicely. Alright, now that we have that done, I'm going to go back into Teacup right here, and I'm going to sweep that all along the lower lash line. Alright, now I'm going to take this grungy gold color right here called Twinkle Toes, and I'm going to go ahead and put that under the lash line as well, using just kind of a flat, dense smudger brush. Alright, and I have kind of winged it up a little bit into that bright plummy color from the upper part of the lid. Alright, and then finally I'm going to go ahead and take this iridescent white shade called Now and Zen, and I'm going to use that along my brow bone as well as my inner corner highlight. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put on eyeliner and mascara, and then we'll come back for the rest of the face. Alright, so mascara, eyeliner on. I've also put on my bronzer and my blush. I'm using my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil, as well as my Tarte Amazonian blush in Party. So, something nice and kind of neutral since we've got such loud eyes. And then I'm going to go in with this new Colourpop highlighter. Again, they have not printed on the back the actual name of the shade. This is in Touché, so I'm going to have to actually write that on there. I really wish they would fix that, but I know a lot of people really wish they would fix that. So this is what it looks like in the pan. Let's see if I can get some good... Yeah, that kind of looks like it. But it's much more kind of a peachy yellow than I was expecting. So let's see what it looks like. Let me swatch it for you real quick. So let's see. Oh, you can't even see that. Oh, that's disappointing. Yeah, you can't see that at all. I can barely see it at all. It's definitely got kind of a pinky peachy sort of reflect to it, but it's definitely not kind of that high shine that I was expecting. So let me see if maybe it applies a little bit better, but I'm kind of disappointed so far. Alright, so I have layered it up quite a bit and can't really see it. It definitely has kind of a pink reflect when the light hits it in just the right way, but overall this is a very subtle highlight. So this is something that I can see myself wearing to work, but it is certainly not something that if you're looking for a see 'em from space sort of highlight, this is not going to achieve that for you. So take that as you will. I think what I'm going to try to do is go in with this shade right here, Now in Zen, from the palette, and kind of layer that over it and see how that works. Alright, so that did help a little bit. It's definitely more pronounced now that it has that gold reflect kind of mixing in with that pink reflect. Overall, I'd say save your money on this particular highlighter. That's just me personally. I love Here Kitty Kitty. That is probably my favorite highlighter that I have gotten from Colourpop, and it's probably one of my top highlighters that I have in my collection. So if you're looking for a better highlighter, I would say go with Here Kitty Kitty. Alrighty, on to lips. I have 6 that I purchased from the collection. So let's see, I have Snowfleek, kind of a burnt red. I have Soufflé, kind of a plummy kind of color. I think I might go with this one. I have Imagine. This is one of the metallic glossy lips. Oh no, it just says ultra glossy lip, but it is super metallic, which is cool. Alright, and then we have Star-Crossed, which is another variation of red. It's more of a raspberry red. It's really pretty. And I super lied. I only bought 5. I don't know why I said I bought 6, because I clearly can't count. And then the last one is much more of a nude. And this might look nice too. This is called Take a Pixie. I think I'm gonna go bold. I'm gonna go with Soufflé. Alright, so I did want to go ahead and include some swatches of the lips, the lip products as well. So the 4 across the top, these are the ultra mattes, and then we have the ultra glossy here at the bottom. So this one right here, this is called Snowfleek. In this right here, we have Soufflé, which is also what I'm wearing on my lips now. We have Take a Pixie, and then this on the end is Star-Crossed. And then here at the bottom we have Imagine. So the top 4, those are going to dry down, obviously matte as the name would imply. And then this one down here, the Ultra Glossy, it doesn't say it's one of the metallics, but it does have a very metallic finish with some gold reflect in it. It's really, really pretty. I really like their Ultra Glossy lips because they're super pigmented. But they don't travel all over, they don't fall into the lines on my lips to make them look all, you know, like crusty and weird. So overall, I'm really loving these lip colors that they released for the holidays. I'm just a sucker for a bold lip, so that's what these look like. Alright, so that's everything that I purchased from the Colourpop Holiday Collection, and overall, I love it. You probably have gathered from everything else that I've said that the eyeshadow palette I absolutely love. I think it's one of my favorites that I've gotten from Colourpop, and I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. I really, really like it. I think it's got great quality. I think the mattes are nice. I think, of course, as always, the metallics are where it's at. Colourpop has great metallics. I love the lip products that I got. I think they're all very beautiful. I think if there is one thing that I'm not impressed with, and that's going to be the highlighter, it just doesn't wow me, which is kind of disappointing because overall I typically do like their products. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. I hope that you've gotten some inspiration, or if you were kind of debating on whether or not you were going to check out any of these products, hopefully this helped kind of stir you one direction or the other. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it. I would love it if you would subscribe before you leave. Have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye!